Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here. Today we are going over 4 different Raze teas. Yes, did you guys know Raze had teas? It took a while for me to get to them. They've been out for like a year or so. And everything you need to know is coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, I got 4 Raze flavors for you. 4 Raze tea flavors, that is. And what's interesting about these drinks is that you might say, well, no, they already came out with a tea. And the thing is, it was called Sunny's Tea. Actually, I have it right here. But even though it's called Sunny's Tea, this was an energy drink that was tea flavored. The drinks I have for you today are actual teas with some other subtle differences from the original one. We'll get into those differences shortly, but I did want to say a huge shout out to Chad for sending me these drinks. He knew that I wasn't able to get them because they're Dollar General exclusive, or at least Dollar General is the store that typically carries them, but none of the Dollar Generals near me carry it. I've been to 3 different Dollar Generals, none of them have it. I actually talked to the manager at one of the Dollar Generals and asked her if she had seen the Raze teas, and she says, what are those? I said, well, it's Raze Energy Drink, R-A-Z-E, but they also came out with some teas. She says she's never heard of the energy drink, has never seen the teas, so they're just not in my region or not in my state or whatever the case may be. So Chad said he would send them to me. I got those for you today. Thank you again to Chad. Really do appreciate it. Now let's talk a little bit more about the differences in these teas from the last set of teas. Of course, one of the biggest differences is that these new drinks are actual teas. The previous ones were just flavored energy drinks to taste like tea. Another big difference is that the old cans were part of the regular energy drink line, so they had 300 milligrams of caffeine. And I've said it before, I actually like a decent amount of the Raze flavors, but I don't drink them because they're just so high in caffeine. And these new Raze teas only have 80 milligrams of caffeine in them, and they're a 16-ounce can, so this is basically going to be a low stim energy drink. And I am a huge fan of low stim drinks. If they taste good, I could have 1, 2, maybe even 3 a day. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at the nutrition facts panel. I'll put it right there for you. This drink has 0 calories. It only has 50 milligrams of sodium, so not much sodium at all. It is sugar free, so you have 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 protein, so we're getting lots of zeros. You are going to get 2% your daily value of potassium, and they are also going to give you 100% your daily value of B6 and B12. When it comes to the ingredients, they are also fairly different from the other drink. I am actually just going to put the list right there of all the ingredients so you can check it out. This drink is using EAAs, and they're giving you 500 milligrams of your EAAs, which are your essential amino acids. And I think the only thing that is negative to me, or just something I don't like, not that it's negative, but even though it is a tea, an energy tea, they're also using caffeine anhydrous, and if it's tea powder, there's got to be some natural tea in there, but on the ingredients they put caffeine anhydrous, which means it is a synthetic caffeine, which up until the last couple of years has been perfectly fine. Not a lot of companies use natural caffeine at all, but over the last probably 2 years, natural caffeine has become a big thing, mostly because nootropics became a big thing, but then now everyone just likes the concept of natural caffeine, because natural caffeine takes the body slightly longer to process, so you get a longer lasting caffeine, longer lasting energy out of it. Who doesn't like longer lasting energy? And because this is a tea drink, that's the reason why I'm concerned with it, because I don't mind not having natural caffeine. I like natural caffeine, but I have no problems with synthetic caffeine. But this is a tea flavor. Teas naturally have caffeine in them, so it would have been nice for it to have natural caffeine, and if that's my only complaint, then that's not a big complaint at all. So let's go ahead, let's taste them out to see if I have any big complaints, or if I'm going to be buying stock in Raze. And we're going to be starting out with the half and half, which is half tea, half lemonade. Extremely common in the tea world, or lemonade world. Here's the can. And has the same graphics as the other one, which was Sunny's Tea. I mean, a little bit different graphics, but pretty much that same golf ball guy. And of course, you know, they got the golf ball for a specific reason. I believe the half and half drinks were made by Arnold Palmer, famous golfer. And before we taste this out, let me just tell you, if you haven't watched the channel, I've been looking for a good tea energy drink. There haven't been too many companies that have tackled teas, and the ones that have, I wasn't overly fond of. Bang had a tea line, it was okay. There have been a few natural tea flavors out there, and even some yerba mates that the sugar-free versions not really that great either. The only one that I liked was the G Fuel Nemesis, and they actually discontinued that one. And of course, if you're looking for a natural caffeine, I'm a big fan of the Raze Teas, but even those, I would just, me personally, I would like something a bit sweeter, and it must just be my own personal preference because there are several kinds of extra caffeinated teas or energy teas, but me personally, I'm looking for a sweeter tea. Hopefully one of these four is going to be right in my alley. I know it's not going to be this one. I'm going to give it a little, it doesn't tell you to do this, but you know, when it comes to tea powder and lemonade, some of the ingredients might settle a little bit, so just going to be safe, do that a little bit. These are non-carbonated, I believe, so they shouldn't explode all over me, but you know, there's only a little bit of air in there, so you shake it up a little bit, something might happen, even if it's not carbonated. Let's see. Good to go. I'm pretty sure all of these are going to be a brown color. This one might be a slightly less brown color because it is a half and half, so you're going to have a little bit of lemon in there as opposed to straight on tea. It doesn't actually use actual lemon too, or is it lemon flavoring? It does say tea powder, but it doesn't say anything about lemon. It does say natural flavors, which means that they're supposedly probably trying to make lemon, but you know, a lot of the energy drinks use natural or artificial flavors. They're going with natural flavors. Let's taste it out. Carbonation, no carbonation. Sweetness, I would say, is a medium to high, closing on high. Flavor profile, I would also say, is a medium flavor profile. And as you can see from my face and only the one sip, I'm not a fan of that. It's the tea flavor is not really overly great, and you would think that I didn't like it because of the lemonade. I'm not really getting much lemonade out of there, or even much lemon flavor, and I am just not really liking that, which is odd because the original Sunny's tea, I believe that rated like an 8.7 and 8.5, somewhere in that mid 8 range, and this is not there. So let's just go ahead and say that it's not really that great of a tea flavor. The sweetness, even though I'd like a little bit more sweetness, I'm not sure if it's the sweetness or the tea flavor, and I'm hoping that is not the base tea flavor for all 4 of them, because then they're all gonna kind of be like, maybe they gave it its own Raze tea flavor, but I'm definitely not a fan. So let's just go ahead, let's put this on the Caffeine Man rating chart. I am gonna give this a see where I'm gonna put it. It's not 100% undrinkable, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with it, but you know, I'm gonna give it a 6.4. 6.4, still not that great of a score, so it gives you an idea, especially when you look at all the other ones that are there. But let's try the rest of them, because I got high hopes for the rest of them. Actually, I'm not getting high hopes for the rest of them. I'm gonna have my expectations set really low after having that one, and let's just taste it out. You know, let's jump into the sweet tea next. I wasn't gonna have the sweet tea next, but I really want to have one that's gonna be not reminding me of that one. So here's the can. And you know, the can designs are pretty standard. They got their logo on there, they got some vector art at the bottom, they got some nice background gradients in there, and it's still following the same basic design as all their other cans, and I think the cans are pretty good. Interestingly enough, in talking to a couple of people, Energy Drink Josh was the first person who mentioned it to me, but I have talked to 1 or 2 other people that when I said Raze did not release like any other drinks last year, and people are like, no, they did this, they did that, they did that. And I'm like, I don't remember seeing those. Like, oh, well, it was part of the Raze exclusive insiders club. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help me at all. They didn't release any to the public. And several people said it's because they were concentrating on their tea line as well as the shots that they have, the Raze shots. So with them focusing on those things, let's hope these next 3 flavors are amazing. And that's the Echo Pour. Let's taste it out. They've been focusing their company on these drinks, so .3. I mean, it was sweeter than the other one. Since I didn't really tell you much about it, you don't need to know anything about it. It was sweeter than the other one, sickly sweet. Moving on to the green tea because they're not doing a good job with the black teas at all. Here we go. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. They have an amazing or really good energy drink line. They were making lots of good flavors. They weren't all winners, but they had tons of drinks. They were releasing these things during COVID online only, and they were doing limited editions. They were selling out within like a week or two. They got really great flavors. So why haven't they released any more? And why are they giving us this? I won't say what they're giving us, but trying to be nice. But we're moving on to green tea. I am also a fan of green tea. Green tea is a touch healthier than regular tea because it just is. And regular tea is pretty healthy, so if I have green tea. And there have been some good things with green tea. A couple of companies have done good things with green tea. I am hoping that they're doing something good with green tea because I like green teas in addition to black teas. Just taste it out. The thing is, with green tea, I've had some green teas that I really don't like either. So let's taste it out. Like I said already, man. Oh boy, here we go. What is this? What is this? This is not. I'm gonna try not to breathe in. It's doing something where maybe they're giving you so many ingredients that I'm smelling it. It doesn't smell good. So I didn't smell the other ones. I accidentally smelled this one. So I go. That did not help out. 6.6, it's pretty bad as the rest of them, except green tea bad. That doesn't really even taste much like green tea. And maybe it's the Raze flavor. Maybe they put like a base Raze flavor in all these drinks like they did with their regular energy drinks. But whatever that base flavor is, it's just not good. Leave me some comments down below. I'm expecting some hate comments. I'm expecting some people to say, what are you talking about, Caffeine Man? These energy teas are the best. And, you know, they're still in stores. You're still able to buy them from Dollar General in certain places, but you can't buy them everywhere. So I'm curious how well these teas are doing because they're not really doing it for me, that's for sure. And we all got different taste buds, so you guys can try them for yourself. Just checking the date on these. Yeah, this doesn't expire till 2025, so this is like relatively the newest batches. Usually most things have like an expiration date of like 2 years or something, or a best by date of like 2 years or so. So this was, yeah, it's got some time left on it. Maybe it needs to age more. Maybe I gotta wait until close to the best by date for it to be, I don't know. Now, this is hate it when this happens. They got me all thrown off. I'm not going through all the regular information because there's no regular information to go through. They're just kind of bad. And it's not like spit out in the sink bad. It's like I'll dump them down the drain, obviously. But, you know, some of you might be saying, why isn't it a 5 or a 4 if you don't like them that much? And it's like, well, they're kind of drinkable, but they're just not good. Some people might like them. Like, if I give something like a 3 or a 4, I don't expect anybody to like those, no matter what your taste buds are. But a 6 might be okay for some people, but let's just move on to the last one. All right, last one up is the White Peach. This is the only chance they have to redeem themselves because I didn't think I was going to like the first one. The other two I thought were going to be okay or pretty good. Sweet tea and green tea, I like those things. But White Peach, it's actual flavor for the tea. And I am a fan of peach. I am a fan of White Peach. I think I actually liked the original White Peach in the energy drink. Here is the can. And here we go, White Peach tea. I don't see anything special about it being different. All the ingredients look very, very similar. Lots of ingredients. I didn't do this to the other two, so maybe I gotta shake it up. Gotta give it its best chance possible. If it works, maybe I'll shake up the other ones or stir them or something since they're already open. But they don't get a special pour for that one. Not pouring too much. I'm gonna smell it. They smell bad. They smell bad. Eesh. Hoping for better taste though. Not gonna breathe in when I drink it. I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't taste like peach. It doesn't taste like white peach. 6-1, that's the worst one of them all. It's supposed to be a flavored tea, and that's just not good. My goodness, 6 is all around. If this is what they're doing with their company and they're not going with energy drinks anymore, they'll be out of business soon. I can't imagine that many people liking these to keep them in business. These should be discontinued soon enough, in my opinion. In my opinion, not everyone agrees with me. But maybe, like I said, maybe it's the Raze tea flavor. Maybe it's the Raze that I'm not liking, and lots of other people like the Raze flavor, maybe. But yeah, not good. And you know, I'm not gonna blame Chad for it. I thank Chad still for sending me these drinks to review. Chad also sent me another drink that I will be reviewing on Friday. Not gonna tell you what it is just yet. If you guys want to know what it is, you should be signed up for my newsletter where I go over what's coming up the following week, as well as what I went over last week. That way you don't miss out on anything, and you know what that Friday video is. I'm sure a lot of you know what that Friday video is going to be. Where do you sign up for that newsletter? You sign up for it at caffeineman1.com, and you can even save money on energy drinks because I got all my affiliate links and coupon codes there. Yeah, so check out caffeineman1.com. And just for comparison's sake, I am going to put a Raze energy drink right there, one of their tea flavors, even though it's not actual tea, so you can see what I thought of those compared to these. And I really just want to know about some great energy drinks, so check out that playlist right there of all my top 10 and top 20 energy drinks. Just trying to think of those drinks, get them out of my mind. Maybe I'll grab this one. Yum. And until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.